Hello again, this is Andrew Culkin, and I'm the author of Amanda, A Cautionary Tale of Alcoholism. It's the story of my wife's 20-year decline with alcoholism and her untimely passing a little over 3 years ago. Today I wanted to talk about, how family members can react to a loved one or a family member who is struggling with alcoholism. And so much of it is dependent on what level of alcoholic they are. Now, generally, if someone is in a level one where they're starting to create a habit, they're drinking on a regular basis, they may or may not be an alcoholic, but they have alcoholic tendencies. Those type of people, and generally it's a parent-child relationship, because usually it would be someone in their teens, maybe even up to late 20s that would be in that kind of situation. Where they're an early drinker, they're just starting to create a habit. Now, those people, you can tell them and you can put pressure on them to say, just stop drinking. Okay. That is when it becomes effective, because there is not a chemical dependency. There's not a mental chemical dependency when you're in stage one or even early parts of stage two, when you have created a habit. So you do have influence on people who are just beginning to have a situational problem where they've created a habit when they're in level one or early stage level two. Someone who's been drinking for 10, 15, 20 years and they have a chemical dependency and an emotional dependency to alcohol. That is not something where you can tell them to just stop drinking, or you will not have influence over these people no matter what you do. Their only help for a stage 3 or stage 4, which is really on your way out, someone who has created a lifestyle around alcoholism, their only chance is a rehab situation and the willingness to go to AA meetings or some kind of structured group event where they can get continuous ongoing care, maybe for the rest of their life, likely for the rest of their life, and they have to have an accountability partner. Those people, it's a waste of time, even though I understand family members emotionally will just say, just stop drinking. Why can't you just stop drinking? Well, this is the ignorance of the whole situation. You cannot make someone stop drinking. You can equate it to someone who has a stage 3 or stage 4 cancer or heart disease. It's like saying, well, just stop having cancer. Just stop having pancreatic cancer, or just stop having breast cancer. It makes about as much sense, and you're going to have pretty much the same success, which will be zero. The only thing you can do with someone who's in the later stages is to get them professional help. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. And the family members have to make a decision whether or not they can stay with this person, if that person can remain in their lives. And that's dependent on so many different variables and whatever the situation is at hand. But you have to make a decision as a family member, but you have to be educated on what level of alcoholic the person is. Hopefully, and my goal is to get people educated enough so that we can help people who are in the early stages of alcoholism, because the later stages, it's an uphill battle, and the percentages of any kind of success go straight to between 0 and 5 or even 10%. So I hope that helps. You got to take action as early as you possibly can. My problem with my wife was that we got her help much too late, because I was woefully ignorant and didn't understand what actually was going on. I had no experience with alcoholism like most of us. Somehow, if we got her help earlier, I know she might have had a better fighting chance. On that note, I'm doing pre-orders. The book is coming out in the fall of 2023. I have a lot of things going along with the book. Again, it's www.amandacautionarytale.com. Please like and share, and we will talk to you again soon. Thanks for listening.